Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Nicole Brady. Good morning. Here's the latest from Denver 7. It's a First Alert Action Day, and snow stretches from the mountains to the metro. Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson has your First Alert forecast.
Well, Nicole, yes, we've been watching the snow come down from the north here from Fort Collins and Greeley all the way down into the Front Range, and it looks like it will clear up later on today, but it's making for a mess on the roads. Right around lunchtime, we'll still see slushy roads and the snow falling here for our area. It starts to fall apart as we go into the early to late afternoon. We'll still have some icy spots and stretches of road, but clearing skies for the most part, not only in the high country, but here for the Front Range. As for those highs today, they're going to remain cold, right around 30 degrees for the afternoon, some upper 20s as well. And it doesn't look like we'll see that sunshine until tomorrow. Temperatures tonight in the upper teens, low 20s with mostly cloudy skies as a storm clears out of here. And then tomorrow, afternoon highs in the low to mid 40s. So a little more sunshine helping to warm us up. We'll have 20s and 30s up through the higher elevations. 43 here in Denver. More sun, warmer weather. It looks great all the way into the weekend, too. 48 degrees on Saturday with mostly sunny skies. 55 on Sunday. Then another cold front, very similar to this situation on Monday. Highs dropping into the low 30s. We'll hang on to the cold air on Tuesday. Highs around 35 degrees. Then low 40s by Wednesday. Not quite as cold.
This morning, we are awaiting word from the governor's office about whether he'll intervene to stop teachers at Denver Public Schools from striking. Teachers in the district voted to approve a strike on Tuesday. The process is pretty complex, though, so here's a rundown of what will happen in the coming days. The teachers union has to file a response to DPS's request for government intervention. It does that with the Department of Labor, likely by the end of the week. The union is expected to ask the state to stay out of the talks and allow teachers to strike. From there, the Department of Labor has 14 days to decide to either get involved and mediate talks between the district and the union or allow a strike. While this process plays out, classes for DPS will continue as scheduled. Superintendent Susana Cordova says schools will remain open if teachers strike. As teachers in Denver Public Schools prepare for a strike, those in Douglas County School District are getting raises. Back in November, voters approved a mill levy override. A letter from the superintendent last week said $17 million of the override is going towards staff compensation and benefits. The increase is retroactive to the beginning of the school year. It should appear in workers' checks this month. The Douglas County School Board is scheduled to look at the overall budget at a school board meeting tonight. It's day 34 of the partial government shutdown, and today the Senate is scheduled to vote on a pair of bills to reopen the government. But neither the Senate Republican bill or the House Democratic bill is expected to pass. Both would require 60 votes, which means either 7 Democrats will have to vote for the Republican plan or 13 Republicans have to vote for the Democratic plan. Our partners at the Denver Post are reporting this morning that Senator Cory Gardner plans to cross party lines and vote for the Democrats' plan. Meanwhile, President Trump tweeted last night he'll delay his State of the Union address until the shutdown is over. Earlier yesterday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said she would not allow him to deliver the speech to a joint session of Congress. The president says he will not look for an alternative venue because, quote, nothing can compete with the history, tradition, and importance of the House chamber. A new ABC News poll is putting the majority of the blame for the shutdown on President Trump. 60% of Americans say he bears a great deal of responsibility for the shutdown, but they also blame both sides of Congress. 36% blame Republican lawmakers, while 31% say Democrats are responsible. This has been your Denver 7 On Demand update. Thanks for joining us. Check back here later for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Have a great day.